We had to go hiking like Indiana Jones style, like through the freaking desert.
These guys are after the money. Like, they want money.
That's a scary situation to be in.
It was very scary. I was very afraid.
We dumpster dove all game for cups. Freaking the girl loved us at the time. So like, hey, these dumpster girls come back. Another round.
You were known as the dumpster girl?
Dumpster girl. God damn.
Proud moment of mine.
So I'm in the lift, it's dark, and I'm like, no. And then I'm like,
He thought she was 18 and he was attracted to her and he was like almost 60.
Whoa.
I see my friend leaning over me and he's talking to the doctor and he's like, holy shit, I see his brains. And then I just like blacked out. The second he said that, I just blacked out.
I would have been terrified if that happened.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Look who I'm with.
E-baby!
E-baby back in the house. So tomorrow we have
Tomorning, guys, new word in the Ellis dictionary.
Tomorning, yes. Comment what you think it means down below, please, because I'm not quite sure. This morning, today, I think that's what that meant. We have a really fun day planned for you guys. We're super excited.
We're going to the island with Prime Capital.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna hit the Prime Capital house first, and then we're all gonna head over to Toronto Island together. So we first started with some nourishment. Are you guys ready for this?
It's so good.
Background music playing. So good.
This is literally my favorite thing. They just reopened
Yesterday, right?
Yeah, and it's right down like in my building, literally. And they've been closed because of COVID forever. Like I wanted to cry every time I would pass. I was like this.
A single tear just
like just waiting for waiting for them to reopen, and then they reopened yesterday, so we've had it 2 days in a row now. Of course.
It was so good, and it's honestly like I've been pretty picky my whole life. I'm trying to expand my horizons, but I was like trying to pick a sauce, and I was like, Erica, I don't know what any of these words mean.
Yeah,
but we're trying.
It's new. It's new food, sometimes new words.
Yeah,
but it's so good.
Super excited about it. So if you guys haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to me and Erica.
Yes.
Her channel's gonna be linked down below. She has some pretty freaking crazy content.
Smash that subscribe button.
Smash that subscribe button.
Because we know you want more vlogs like this.
Yes,
so
exactly.
You have to let us know.
Let us know down below what our next adventure should be, maybe too. Your girls are here. Gonna spend the day editing today.
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of editing here because everyone went to bed crazy late apparently last night. So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of editing and then we will go to the island.
Look where we are.
Hey, Prime Capital House.
I think we're gonna, maybe I'm gonna buy a GoPro today. Maybe that'll be my task of the day.
Ooh, yeah, that could be your task.
Are you guys ready for the underwater content in Mexico?
Ooh, I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
I'm ready.
We're gonna see so many turtles, it'll be good.
Oh my god.
Look where we are. Here with E-baby again. It's Justin Figs. Keanu.
Keanu. Serious Keanu.
Bird time man.
No, please don't ever call me that. Please, God, no.
If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to these gentlemen because their channels are 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Hey, I got you guys, don't worry. So today, I think it'd be really fun to discuss some of our favorite crazy travel stories. Because I think we all have a few of those, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like I shared most of mine in our other video, but I'll definitely listen to your stories. If I remember one, I'll
I have
share.
a crazy Greece story and a Bali story.
Go for it.
Yeah. Oh, now? Oh my god, okay. Okay. So wait, which one? The Greece one or the Bali one?
Bali one.
Oh no, wait, the Greece one's fire. I know that
But
story.
the Greece one is, you've posted it.
Yeah, I posted it.
Oh yeah, that's the thing, get new content.
Yeah, so new content.
New content.
So
Go watch
Bali
the
story.
video.
Okay, so basically, the first time I went to Bali, I was going there for like a work trip thingy. And anyways, I brought one of my friends with me because he wanted to come with. And then, long story short, we got into an argument one night. And the argument was, since it was my first time there, and I was exploring like the islands and it was dark, everything was like so new to me. So like I was creeped out because like I was like, yo, like this is like a third world country, like I didn't know anything about it yet. I could like get kidnapped and like die or something.
Yeah.
I feel that honestly.
So I'm like a small dude, like you could see me, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm small. But like but like my boy who I was with was like, he was like a bigger dude. And so like He was like my bodyguard, basically. So anyways, we're driving down the street and he just takes off, disappears. And I'm like on my own now. Like I have no idea where I am. I'm going in circles. I lost him. My phone's dead. I have no idea where to go. I was on a motorbike.
Those things are all sketchy too.
Yeah, so like I'm on a motorbike, by the way. This is like the first time I'm ever on a motorbike. So I'm driving around for like 5, 10, 15 minutes. I started freaking out and having like a major panic attack because I'm like, yo, what the f? Like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Like it's dark. I have no idea where I am. Like I'm gonna get robbed or something. Anyways, I end up finding him. But when I found him, I snapped on him. Like I was like, oh, what the I could have died out here. Like what's wrong with you? Like that's not funny. And he's like, bro, like it's not serious. Like chill. I'm like,
oh, he was joking.
Yeah, like, he was joking.
So he just like ran away from you to leave you.
Yeah, basically.
Basically. That's not
interesting friend move.
Yeah, and I was like, nah. Anyways, I hopped on my bike, started going like 100 down the road. And in Bali, if you know where Bali is, if you've ever been there, you know that the roads are like very like sharp turns in some locations.
A lot of dirt roads there too.
Yeah, and a lot of dirt roads.
Sketchy pavement.
Yeah. As I was going probably like 60 kilometers an hour, and I came around a corner. And when I came around the corner, it's like left-hand side. So I was on the inside here. I don't know if you guys could like see, but I was going this way. Oh, okay, wait, yeah, I'll just do it here. I was going, I was going left, and basically since the road was like that, that means somebody would come on the outside, but they should be on the outside of the lane. They should be on the right side of the lane.
Yeah.
But since it was dark, his headlights weren't on and mine were, so I didn't see anybody coming around the corner. So like, I don't even remember what happened. I don't even remember getting hit. Anyways, I ended up getting hit when I came around the corner.
Your friend must have felt like horrible.
The only thing I remember is when I got hit, I blacked out. When I came back into like consciousness, I was in like the front of like this random Balinese person's car, and I look over and like my head was like down, and I look over and I'm like flashing in and out at this point, and I look over and like I just see this random dude that like, to me, he looked so foreign. It was my first time being in Bali, so like being with somebody that I wasn't familiar there, I was like, is this guy like robbing me? Am I getting like kidnapped? Like what's happening? I turn around and there's this guy just bleeding, punching me, screaming in like in Balinese.
What?
Like swear, I'm assuming he's saying something at me.
But why?
And I started freaking out because I didn't know where I was. I was like, what the like I looked down, like my whole shirt and my whole body's covered in blood. Like
that's so scary.
I open the door, I get out, and I start running in circles. At this point, I'm dead. Like I'm getting kidnapped. And
into this video.
Yeah.
So they hit you.
I'm telling the scooter accident story.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, so they hit you and they kidnapped you?
No, they didn't actually kidnap me, but I didn't know what was going on because I don't remember getting hit.
Okay.
So when I woke up, I was alone. Like I was in somebody's car and I'm getting punched in the back seat by some dude that's just bloody, and I don't even know what's wrong with me at this point.
Oh.
I got out of the car and I literally started spinning around and I was like, help, help, what, help? And then like I turn around and I see my friend on the scooter behind the car, and he's like, what the f are you doing? Get in the car, like you're bleeding out of your head. And I look at myself and I'm like, what the f? And I'm like, oh, what the f? And I'm like, dude, my face, it feels like something's wrong with me. And then he's like, yeah, you broke your face. And like my face was really like snapped, like I split my head open, like here, like I have scars like on the side of my head.
Yeah, you do, eh?
Yeah, you can see this one, but my other one's like hidden kinda. So I split my head open, I broke my jaw, and then at that point when he put me back in the car, I blacked out again. And then when I woke up again, I was on like the doctor's bed. It totally felt like I was like coming down from like heaven. Like I shit you not. Like when I was waking up, it felt like I was coming from like a dummy bright place. When I was trying to open my eyes, everything was like, it was too bright. Like I couldn't see. Like my eyes were open, but like it was just like bright coming towards my eyes.
What was going on in your mind, like in that moment? Do you remember it all?
Yeah, I was just like, holy. That was literally that's it. Like I was just like, what the. Like I felt like I was on drugs.
Yeah, you probably were.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say you probably were.
You're probably on the
And then I look up, I see my friend leaning over me, and he's talking to the doctor because I felt something like poking my head, but like I didn't really know what it was because it felt like super numb. But I was like, what the f? And I'm looking up and I see my friend leaning over me, and he's talking to the doctor, and he's like, holy shit, could see his brains. And then I just like blacked out. The second he said that, I just blacked out.
I would have been terrified if that happened.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
thank
my
you.
God.
No, thank you.
But, and then when I woke up again, they said it was like 2 days later. I was out for 2 days.
Oh my God.
You were in like a coma for 2 days, almost.
Yeah.
Or just passed
yeah.
out. I don't know what sort of
He was in a coma. For
Actually, wait, cut that. That's not what happened.
What?
Fake news, fake news.
Fake news. I skipped a part. Okay, so I blacked out again, and when I blacked out, I then woke up like maybe 3 hours later.
Okay.
And at this point, my head was stitched up. So then afterwards, they're like, okay, like we can't do anything to you right now because your insurance needs to come through, or like we're not doing anything.
I'm gonna let you sit here.
So basically, they said like. At first, I was sitting on the hospital bed for like 2 hours, and they literally said either your insurance needs to come through to pay for it, or you need to pay cash up front, or we can't touch it. So my friend had to drive from the hospital to the house, grab $3,000, pay him just so I could get stitched up. No, just to get stitched up, just so they could stop the bleeding. Otherwise, they would have been like, sorry. Like, we're not.
Did you get the money back for insurance? Or?
Yeah, I got the money back once it came in, but I was only. They sent me home that night, so I literally slept on a broken jaw for like 2 days. And then when I went back to the hospital, my insurance eventually finally came through. It took like 2 to 3 days for my insurance to come in, and I just had like a hanging jaw. For 3 days, I woke up every morning with like ants in like my head, because like the blood was like, you know, like it was like Bali is like, if you've been there, like it's, you know, like ants will get attracted to blood
everywhere.
like quick.
Whoa.
So I would wake up and there'd be like ants all over my pillow, and I was just like, this is
Like there's probably ants in your brain right
Yeah,
now.
probably.
Just like dead carcasses of ants.
Probably.
Corpses.
Probably.
Corpses.
And anyways, when I went back, they ended up taking me into brain surgery, and I just fucking
In Indonesia.
and cracked my
In
skull.
Bali, guys.
And then afterwards, I had to go back and deal with the scooter situation, because now I'm like, okay, well, like, what happened to the scooter now? I was staying like at a homestay before. It's basically one big villa, but like each room is like a different paid room. So there's like you meet random people and like
It's like a villa.
yeah, it's like a villa, but like you meet new people and shit. Yeah. So anyways, I was staying there, and I rented a scooter from that place. So when I went back to get my stuff, the guy was like, so like, where's the scooter? I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, I got it in an accident. He's like, okay, like the scooter's like $2,000. I finessed it to 800.
Nice, nice.
But
you can barter anything.
yeah, you can. I finessed it to 800. Yeah, after that, true story, I got business class back to Canada, and I got to sleep in one of those pods.
Why?
Oh.
Because my insurance paid for it.
Oh, that's
so I got
so
like a
nice.
$6,000 free flight
Damn.
back to, I mean, I couldn't eat the food or anything. For like 2 months, when they wired my mouth shut, I would literally get milk, like, you know that Ensure stuff? Yeah, I would get like this chocolate Ensure stuff, and then like a bunch of Kit Kats, and blend it and make like I literally
You freaking use the shakes,
I
man.
swear to God, I lived off of Kit Kats for 2 months. Shit you not.
Bro, if I did that,
okay.
I'd like gain all my weight back.
No
Like,
way.
that's
I was the healthiest shape I could have been in. Yeah.
It sure does not taste good either, guys.
But yeah,
That's experience, nothing big,
doctors
right?
said most people would have died from that accident.
We're really happy you're still here, Justin.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
still
happy
here.
you're still here.
Guys, moral of the story, be careful on scooters and get travel insurance.
Yes.
And make sure to have travel insurance.
Seriously.
Yes.
That's pretty
Because,
wild.
oh, fun fact, costed $500,000 for
Everything that was
for everything my insurance covered.
Yeah, so
travel
get,
in.
And they did not want to pay that. Trust. I had to like,
No.
yeah.
You have to fight with them.
I had to fight with them still.
Wow, that's pretty wild. I don't know. Do you think you can top that?
Who's next?
I cannot top that whatsoever. For me,
No
it's
one
like
can
just
top it, but
a wholesome, ambitious story. That's all
That's
it
good,
is.
that's
really.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm really big into concerts. I've seen about like 30 concerts, and this one artist, his name's Bon Iver, Bon Iver, Bon Iver, however you say it. I say it because I'm French, so
Yeah.
Bon Iver. I've been waiting to go see him on tour for like the longest time, and every time he announced a new tour date, he never came to Toronto, and he would always do like the States. So my dad's a big fan of his, I'm a big fan, so one day he announced a tour, and my dad and I, we were like, oh, like what's the closest city in the States we can drive to? And then it was like Detroit or Cleveland or anything, and then like those dates he'd be busy, so we ended up getting tickets to the Philadelphia show. And we were just like, it's okay, we'll drive there and then we'll come back. And then like my mom got so mad at my dad for buying those tickets. She's like, you're such an idiot, no. And then my dad was like, bro, chill, like it's gonna be like a good like father-son bonding time. And then like my dad,
like, no.
Yeah, I was like, no, you're not spending time. And then we like realized driving 8 hours to Philly, 8 hours back is ridiculous. And then we realized, wait a minute, let's buy a third ticket. And my dad's like a really good friend is a pilot for Air Canada, so he can just come with us and we can pay like nothing.
Smart.
So he comes with us and we leave.
Jeez, that's finessing in the night.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we ended up waking up at like 5 a.m. We go to Pearson, we go to Philly, it's an hour flight. And then the show's at night, and we had the chance to just visit Philly for one day. Yeah. So we like did a whole schedule, and we didn't, like when I travel, I never like to go see the tours. I always like to go see like the hidden gems.
Yeah.
Like, what are the locals doing? I hate feeling like a tourist.
Trust
like if I go to New York, I'm not going to Times Square. I'm not doing that. I'm going to like Greenwich Village, 22nd Street, Lower Manhattan, where like all the artsy people are. Right? So we like found, and at first I thought Philly was gonna be boring. Like, what is there to see in Philly? But turns out it's a really gorgeous city with a lot of culture. It's really dope. And we go to the show, and this is like such a like, oh my god, like we traveled all the way to Philly for one day to go see this. And then our ticket is like right behind a pole, because it's at this abandoned opera theater. What? They decided to just redo and do the show there.
Oh, sick.
And our seats were right in front of a huge pole.
They didn't tell you it's obstructed?
No, ain't no way I went to another country to end up watching a show in front of a pole. So my dad goes to like the usher and he tells him, yo, like we're from another country, we came all the way here. We end up getting VIP tickets, front row.
No way.
Our tickets were worth 200, and then the tickets that we ended up getting VIP were worth like 700 US.
Nice.
So we're sitting there, and then we're like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. But then we get a Karen in the back who ends up talking in the middle of the show to her friend. Like, it's like the most quiet, calm, sad song of his. And then all you hear is like, oh my god, this is really cool. And my dad's like, no. And then at one point, this girl has like a pack of cookies, and she's opening them, but she can't open them. And then all you hear for 10 seconds straight is, and then she's like, does anyone want some? And then my dad just gave her the death stare. And then we ended up like getting Philly cheesesteaks. But then this is the weirdest part.
I love how it goes from that to, yeah, then we end up getting some Philly cheesesteaks.
Yeah, and I cried at the concert because it was amazing. But then the weirdest part, this is the weirdest part. So we grab our flight early in the morning at like 4 a.m. So we go back to our hotel room, we go to bed. And then I wake up, it's 4 a.m. And then I'm packing my real quick, and then we're heading to the airport for like our 6 a.m. flight. And this is the weirdest thing ever. Until this day, I still don't know what happened. So basically, I have a duffel bag, and we grabbed a lift all the way from the hotel to the airport. So I get in the car, and I have my duffel bag on my lap. And it's 4 a.m., so it's mad dark, and it's March. So like the sun isn't up yet. So like the duffel bag's on me, and I just see something on my duffel bag, on top of the duffel bag. And I'm like, what is this? So I'm like trying to feel it, and then I'm like, what is this? It was human feces on my bag.
Wait, what is that?
What?
Like shit, like literal shit.
How?
So I don't know, that's the thing. So I'm in the lift.
Human shit?
Yeah, on my bag.
How much do you have to drink the night before, buddy?
Holy.
Hey, we're not gonna talk about that. No, I actually, no, I didn't drink at all. I didn't drink at all. So I'm in the lift, it's dark, and I'm like, no. And then I'm like, yeah, it's on my hands at this point. And I'm like, ain't no way this is human shit. And then, but I try not to freak out because I'm in this guy's lift. And I don't want to like make a whole thing out of it. And then my dad's like, everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, don't worry. And I'm like, oh my god, humans, who the f took a shit on my bag, bro?
Did you drink that night?
No, I didn't.
Did your dad?
No, we didn't drink whatsoever. Like none of us drank, and I don't know how it happened. And then basically, we get to the airport, and if y'all ever been to an airport in the States, they're mad strict, they're not friendly. So I'm at the airport, and I'm like, bro, I don't want the dogs because they're sniffing dogs in the airport. And I'm
Does
like,
it sniff your shit?
yeah. And I'm basically like, yo, I do not want them to smell like whatever they like think like some weird shit's going on and they want to open up my bag. So I'm like, all
I
right.
think dogs are trained to smell drugs, not shit.
Yeah.
I don't, well, shit, man. I don't know. I didn't know.
He used to like mark his territory.
Yeah, I'm like, this is my bag. I was trying, but anyway. So then I go into the bathroom, and then like I wipe it, and then my dad's like, bro, what was that? And I'm like, human shit. And then he was like, what? And he got mad confused, and I cleaned it off, and I still have the bag, but till this day I don't know what happened. So
That's a weird story.
that's my
Did you
little
wash the
plot
bag?
twist.
Yeah, I washed the bag. I definitely washed the bag.
Okay.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah.
That's not where I saw that story going.
Right? Yeah. It's
Yeah,
pretty
that's not where I
disgusting.
saw the story going
I
at all.
thought you were gonna meet him, it's gonna be a dope night, but he went up to us, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It was a shit story.
Hey,
Alright. I'm gonna give it to you.
that's pretty wild. Okay, I have a story for you guys.
Ooh.
I was backpacking Europe for 3 months and I was in France, and it just so happened I got to my hostel room and everyone was super excited. They had like the France flags painted all over them, and I was like, what's going on? And they're like, it's the last game for the World Cup. And I was like, no way. I don't watch sports, clearly.
No way, that's sick.
I was like, that's
What
pretty
sport?
freaking cool. Literally, I was like, hockey? Do they have the hair? I don't know. Anyway, so they're like, yeah, come to the fan zone. Like, the game's starting in an hour. Like, it's gonna be so much fun. And I just rocked up there with my backpack and everything. And so my sister and we're like, okay, let's freaking do this. I got all ready. We went and got some flags and all spirited. No, actually, that's a lie. We found flags on the ground and we made them into tops on our walk there. So it was good times. We met these 2 guys in our hostel, and they were these 2 American guys. And we're like, awesome, you speak English, like, let's chat. So we ended up going to the fan zone with them, and it was like this massive area, just like tons of just drunk French people, as you know, you would expect. And it was so much fun. We went to the beer tents, and the thing is, the beer tents, the line was so freaking long. Like you had to wait for at least an hour, probably 2.
Oh my
so
God.
it was insane. So these 2 guys were like, hey, to me and my sister, you're girls, you can probably finesse your way to the front. Here, we'll give you some money, get yourself a beer too. And we're like, okay, heck yeah, let's freaking do this. So we went to the tent and we snuck our way through, and next thing you know, the price that they told us was more expensive than what they said on the sign. And we're like, okay, what is this for? And they're like, oh, it's a €1 cup deposit. So the second they said that, dollar signs filled our eyes, and we're like, okay, we know what we're doing for the rest of this freaking game. We dumpster dove all game for cups. We made $250.
Holy.
And then France won. It was like the best day of my life, honestly.
Because it's like they want you to like recycle other cups. So basically, if you bring the cup back, they give you $1 and you can like put it towards a new cup, or
So
you
you
can
guys
just keep
collected
it.
like 200 cups.
We dumpster dove the entire game. Don't remember it.
You guys just wasted.
They give us like a bunch of money and like free beer, because like they grew to love us at the time. So like, hey, these dumpster girls come back. Another round.
You were known as the dumpster girl.
Dumpster girls.
God
It was a
damn.
proud moment of mine. And then we honestly funded like 2 weeks in Europe with that money, because I'm a freaking cheap traveler. So, but it's pretty damn good.
$200?
$250 between the 2 of us.
Holy.
And France won, and we were just like so tipsy in the sunshine. It was like 32 degrees.
Was this the World Cup?
Yeah, when they won.
Oh, that's when Zidane headbutted the guy.
Yeah, you know that sports player
That went.
did this violent thing on another athlete?
I was
Oh my God.
too busy in the dumpster.
You know sports?
Yeah, she wasn't even watching the game. She was
Bro,
like, I need more cups.
all that making my story look like trash. I'm like, I'm excited.
There's some beef going on outside, but you don't worry about that. Okay, so spontaneously today I decided that I was gonna buy a GoPro, because obviously I'm going to Mexico and I want you guys to see all of the really cool stuff I see, all of the turtles and the dolphins and whatever. So GoPro. I went snorkeling in Bali, in Gili Tea, and I didn't have a GoPro, and I saw all of these wild turtles, and it was so crazy, and I have absolutely no proof of it. I've been in a very bad memory, so. Anyways, I'm excited. Stay tuned. So do you want to see my place here?
Yeah.
That's adorable.
It's so cute, right? Look at how like aesthetic it is too.
Oh my god.
The pool and
Are you
everything.
gonna decorate it?
We'll see. I don't know how long I'm gonna be there for. Like, if I get there and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like,
So there's no lease on it?
no.
That's
So I told everyone that they should come visit me in Tulum.
really?
It's right by the Mayan ruins, and there's a lot of different caves and stuff that you can go kayaking in.
That's
Oh
amazing.
my god.
Think about
You're
the
gonna
content you
live
can
the
make there,
life.
too.
You're gonna live the life. That's
Mhm.
so
No, you're
amazing.
you're gonna love it.
I'm excited. Anyways, I now introduce two of the most beautiful ladies ever.
Oh my god. Stop.
So Leah and Yana,
Yeah.
two beautiful ladies. You should check out their channels. I'll link them below too. So today we've been gossiping a little bit about our favorite crazy travel stories.
Crazy.
Yeah, do you have any?
I do. I went to Europe and I was traveling there. I was there for a few months. Because I was there for like only like travel purposes, I didn't really have a car and I didn't think to rent a car. So I just kind of used like, I bussed, right?
Yeah.
And over there, it's kind of similar to here. Like you buy a card and then you load money onto the card and you tap and you just go around traveling.
Yeah.
I didn't do that though. I would just get on the bus and hope that I didn't get caught.
Oh my god.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Across Europe, yeah.
Just because like in Europe, like I don't know, I felt like what was like the worst that was gonna happen? They were maybe gonna catch me, I would pay the fare or something. And
Where
that
in
would
Europe
be
were
it.
you?
Serbia. Serbia, yeah, which is, it's like really close to Greece and Italy.
Home country.
My home country, yes. I was going to lunch with a friend and I just did what I would do any other day. I got on the bus and I prayed. And to my surprise, 2 officers got on the bus.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I was sitting there and I purposely had my earphones in and I was like, they're not gonna bother me, I'm, you know, like in my own world. Sure enough, they come up to me and they ask for my age, because over there, if you're like, I think under the age of 14 or something, you don't have to pay, right? But I didn't look like I was 14.
Yeah.
So I pushed it, I was like, I'm 16. I wasn't 16, I was like 18. They were like, yeah, right, no, you're not. They were like, can you show us the ticket? Can you show us like your ticket, your bus ticket? And I was like, oh, I don't have it. And they were like, why don't you have it? And I was panicking inside. So I was like, I didn't know I was supposed to have it. And they were like, excuse me? Like, what do you mean, what? I was like, I didn't know I was supposed to have it. Like, why didn't anyone tell me? I was playing dumb.
And I bet they've gotten that so many times.
Yeah, they probably have. So, you know, they were like, you know what they said? I was like, I don't have it, I'm sorry. They're like, okay, get off the bus. And I'm like, okay, so that's it, I'll just get off the next station. And they're like, no, you're coming with us. So,
And you're by yourself?
I was alone.
Oh no.
Like a young girl in the middle.
A young girl, yeah. I was getting really scared because I was like, you don't know what these guys are thinking.
Yeah.
So I get off the bus and the officer's like, how much money do you have on you? And I was like, I didn't have a lot. I had like maybe what would convert to around like 50 or 60 Canadian dollars. And I told them that. I told them, I'm like, I don't have much, right? And they were like, well, show us what you do have and we'll see what we can do for you. And
of course.
So I pull out, I'm like, I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna pull out 30 and say that that's all I have, right?
Yeah.
So I pull out 30 and I'm like, this is what I have, this is what I can give you. And the guy was like, that's not enough, we're gonna have to take you to the station. And I'm like, all of this over a dumb like bus ticket, it just felt ridiculous.
Yeah.
So at this point I was sensing, I was like, all right, these guys are after the money. Like they want money.
That's a scary situation to be in.
It was very scary. I was very afraid. And so at this moment I was like, you know what? I don't even care about the money. Like I just want to be left alone. So I just gave them, I pulled out the rest of the money and I just gave it to them and they were like, don't let it happen again, and left me. And they left me like at the station without any money to buy like fare, without any way to like, so I literally had to walk the rest of the way, which was honestly a really long walk for me to get to where I was going, and it sucked. And I was very angry about it, but
At least you didn't like go further.
no, honestly, at least it was just that, because I was very scared and I didn't know like what they would do.
Yeah, exactly.
I was scared of getting taken to the station, so it ended, I think, as good as it could have.
As it could have, yeah. In the moment, like, you don't know. Like, I remember when I was in Chiang Mai, I got pulled over. I was on a scooter on the highway, and the cops pulled us over, and they're like, you need to have an international driver's license, which we didn't. Like, they just made that up. And they're like, you need to pay us, you need to pay us. So I forget how much it was. It was like $100 or something that they got.
They do that a lot in other countries. They're like, just pay us.
Yeah, that's all they want.
And they were like big, they're not big, but you know, they were guys and they were strong and they had guns on them.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, here you go. And they wrote on a piece of paper, international driver's license and our name. Like it was so like fake.
Oh
it was
my
so
god,
fake.
that was so fake.
But like what you do? Like run from them?
Yeah.
Maybe.
In that situation, it's like you just kind of have to like suck it up and hope like they're not crazy, you know? You're done!
So beautiful. Let's see that end result. I love it.
Thanks. I love it too. I was in Aruba like in March 2020. I got home 2 days before the freaking borders closed and stuff.
That's luck.
Yeah, it was crazy. But anyway, so my cousin and I and my whole family went to Aruba. Like it's our thing. We go like every few years, and yeah, so we have like a little place there that we always go to. And this year my cousins and I were like, we're a little older this year, right? Like we were going when we were younger, like 10 years old, 12 years old. So now we can drink, we can have fun, we party. So my cousin and I, we had a couple drinks and we were like, okay, we want to go stick our feet in the hot tub. Like let's go in the hot tub, whatever. But the hot tub's closed, right? It closed at like 10, it was like 2 a.m., right? And everyone's sleeping. So we go to the hot tub, we're sticking our feet in. Sure enough, a guy comes over wearing like the hotel suit, whatever, and we're like, come on. 2 guys come over and they're like, what are you doing, ladies? Blah, blah, blah. And we're like, putting our feet in the hot tub, like, you know, like, let us live. And they're like, you know, there's a lot of chemicals in there, like, it's not good for you, all this stuff. Anyways, so basically, my cousin sweet talked this guy because he was in love with my cousin, wouldn't stop talking to her, and then he let us stay in the hot tub.
He was a worker, like a local?
Yeah, and he pulls out his wallet and offers us some, like, substances, like a few substances. We didn't take them, and he just like kept like trying to like give my cousin these substances to like try and get with her. It was like really weird.
Oh, that's messed up.
And and this is the worst part. So he thought I was older than my cousin. My cousin's 30. He thought my cousin was like 18. He thought I was like 25 or whatever.
Does she look super young?
She looks young, but not younger than me. But anyways, that's not even the point. He thought she was 18 and he was attracted to her, and he's like, and we asked how old he was, and he was like almost 60.
Whoa. And the fact that he thought she was 18,
and he was
fine
still,
with it?
yeah.
These men out here, like, what is going through your mind?
I know. Yeah, that's my crazy travel experience story, I guess. Not that crazy, but just weird.
But still weird.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable, especially because, yeah, like this older guy with these young girls.
Yeah. I feel like anything when you travel is a little scarier because you're in a place where you don't know anyone. Like, it's very scary.
Okay, I kind of did something. Just spontaneously bought a new map book right after the GoPro. So I'm just telling you right now, you guys better subscribe because I have some crazy content coming up. Might involve some snorkeling, might involve some other fun things like that, Mayan ruins. So guys, stay freaking tuned because she's about to get wild. Look who I just freaking ran into. The
No pics.
the only STROMEDY.
STROMEDY, who's that?
If you haven't yet bought the merch,
This is Kyle.
guys.
I'm not STROMEDY. What, you want me to be STROMEDY though?
I'm actually, yeah.
Alright. Yo, what's going on, guys? STROMEDY. That's STROMEDY.
What's up, everybody?
To see that go down in person, chills, absolute chills.
I know, it's an honor.
So this guy was telling me earlier, the most crazy freaking thing happened.
Okay, not crazy, but
It was like, it had me on the edge of my seats personally.
this is the craziest thing that's ever happened in my life, guys.
That's crazy.
So,
Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. I'm not ready to hear
drum
it.
roll, guys. You're gonna want to get your popcorn ready, get your milk, your peanut butter and jelly toast,
Get
whatever
all
it
of
is.
that.
Are you ready for this?
I'm not really, but
Okay, are you listening?
I'm
Are you
listening.
sure?
I promise.
Okay. So guys, basically, I went to the US to go do all these like videos.
Dude, I went to all he's trying to be STROMEDY and tell a story. Just basically, guys, I went to the US and
Okay.
it's all these crazy videos.
Take two.
Take two.
So yeah, we go on like a road trip. Guys, we go on like a road trip every freaking day. Okay, your thing's about to die. Your thing's
My
about to
battery.
die.
I have a new one upstairs. Should I chuck swap it now while you gather your thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a moment of Zen.
I was road tripping every single day.
Okay, so one time I went to the US, I brought my drone with me to film a bunch of videos at like famous spots like Area 51 and stuff. So I had like literally 10 videos on my drone, right?
Oh my
and
gosh.
on one of the last videos before I was rushing back to Canada, because this was also happening at the pandemic time, so it was like the amazing race. We had to get back before the borders closed and
Because that
stuff.
would have been horrible. What would you have done if you were stuck there?
Yeah, I guess I would have been American then. But anyways, the last video we were going to do before crossing the border, we were in the desert. I took my drone up in the air, and all of a sudden, and you know how the desert's like nice?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you know, with our luck, a freaking hurricane comes.
What?
Like
In the desert, a hurricane.
like literally a hurricane, like you know those monsoons?
Yeah.
Like a crazy gust of wind started happening and blew my drone like kilometers into the desert. And long story short, I almost lost all my videos.
How did you?
And we had to go hiking like Indiana Jones style, like through the freaking desert. I felt like Bear Grylls.
You must have like.
How many videos did you lose?
Yeah. No, I would have lost like 50 million views. Like I would have lost like my entire trip, because I went to the US to do these specific videos, right? Like to go to Area 51.
And you didn't back up anything?
No, it was just all on that one
50
drone.
million
I
views.
would have lost
Good God.
So moral
like
of
a
the story,
month
back up your
worth of
stuff.
work.
Back up your stuff, number one. Number
A month
two.
worth of work. It
And-
would have been how do I put this? Brutal.
Damn, well, thank God you didn't lose that,
Yeah,
because
it was
I
a
don't-
crazy story. I know you guys don't really give a because it didn't happen to you, but
But it did happen to them, because look at all of the adventures they would have lost.
true.
Dude, you captured aliens? You captured...
Yeah, it was all the videos, the abandoned ghost town.
Hotel.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
some craziness, guys.
So from now on,
From now
what are you
on,
gonna
just check the weather forecast.
do? And back up your stuff.
Yeah.
And we are back! Woo! What a fun day today, wow. We didn't go to the island like we were supposed to.
That's very common with the Prime Capital. Kyle is a very spontaneous person, and one night he'll be like, okay, tomorrow at noon, and then they end up just like not going to bed early and sleeping in and being like, oh, I have to edit, I have to do this.
Yeah,
And then we're like, okay, so you're gonna be done at like 6 p.m. really.
Yeah, some of them were up to like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So like I get it, but
It's okay.
it was okay. I actually kind of was happy about it because I had a chance to sit down and talk to so many cool people there.
Yeah.
So as you guys saw, it's been a really fun day, and I can't wait to go back to the house and shoot some more.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, have a great rest of your night. Don't forget to like this video if you want to see more.
And subscribe to our channel.
And hers too. Have a good night.